What is up, guys? Welcome to my channel. I'm super stoked to finally be filming my first YouTube video. I am stoked to be hopefully sharing stuff on the travel industry, photography, the outdoors, and pretty much whatever you guys want to know. I will hopefully be able to make a video to answer your questions. Let's just get right into today's topic. Something I love to talk about is gear. I love answering your guys' questions like, what settings did you use to take this photo, or what lens did you use to take that photo? Questions like this are something I love to answer. So if you ever have a question like that, feel free to email me or drop me a message, and I'll hopefully get back to you in a timely manner. Over the last 3 to 4 years, I've been able to use and own a good amount of lenses, from your classic nifty 50 to my workhorse adventure lens, the 16-35 f4. I'm probably going to make a separate video talking about this lens in particular, but today's video we're going to talk about my favorite lens to use, which is actually the lens I'm using to film this video, which is the Canon 24 1.4 version 2. Honestly, it is one of the most versatile lenses that I've ever owned / used. It is great for low light, it is great for portraits, it's great for landscapes, anything you can think of. It's the lens that can get the job done. It might not be the lens that I use the most often. That would probably still be the 16-35. Whenever I'm out shooting with friends, this is the lens that if I have to only bring one lens, it's gonna be probably this 24mm. I've kind of narrowed it down to 2 reasons why I love this lens so much, and these are them right here. First one is its build quality. I really just love the build quality of the lens. Like any one of Canon's L series lenses, you can kind of count on it getting the job done, whether you want to shoot in the rain, in the snow, in super hot climates, super cold climates, pretty much whatever you can think of. It's kind of my go-to lineup of lenses that I will use. A quick little story actually with this 24mm lens. When I was in Saudi Arabia this past November, I actually threw this lens out of a moving car and it landed in a pile of sand, luckily, so nothing really happened to it, but there was also just like no scratches to it. Nothing was damaged to the lens. Everything was perfectly fine. No sand got into the lens. I was honestly pretty surprised with like how well of a beating it took, and that it still works. So yeah, build quality is obviously something that is super important to me, and that's why I love this lens so much. So now on to my second reason why I love this 24mm lens, and that is that 1.4 aperture. I really like having the ability to stop down to 1.4. I find it super useful when I'm shooting some outdoor adventure portraits, as I have the ability to still get that background separation as well as fit the big mountain ranges that are often in the background. I just find it's just a more versatile lens in comparison to like the 35mm focal length or even 50mm focal length. Both of those lenses kind of limit when you can use them, especially if you want to fit the mountains in the background or just something that's like a lot taller. It's like a big reason why I love using the 24mm. And another reason is blue hour shots like this right here would probably not be able to be accomplished without having that lower aperture. It really just lets you shoot later into the day, as well as not having to jack up the ISO. Instead, you can just drop the aperture and still get a super clean image. Yeah, those are my 2 main reasons why I love the 24mm focal length and this lens in particular. I know a lot of you guys might be thinking, well, I can't afford to spend that much money on this lens. Specifically, Sigma makes a great alternative. The reason why I don't really pick them, even though they're a lot cheaper, is just the build quality. You're not really promised that you'll get that same weather sealing that you get with the Canon lenses. Another alternative is the Canon 24mm. I think it's a 2.8 lens, so you won't get as much background separation, but you'll still get some pretty cool portraits. That's probably the best budget-friendly alternative to this lens. So hopefully you guys like this video. I was thinking about making more videos similar to this, talking about maybe my favorite lens to use on commercial shoots, as well as my favorite adventure lens or Instagram lens, you could say. And yeah, so if you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know down below, and I will see you guys next time.